Hello, folks. Welcome to Ajayacharya, a man under progress. So, this is our day 2 of this transformation from Ajay to Ajayacharya. As you have known that I plan to share my progress, my journey of this transformation that includes lot of habits, consistency, discipline, all those variables. So what I used to do is I have some small notebooks. Okay, so I'll show you this one. So this is the task list that I have to do on every single day. Okay, it will be dynamic. So I have some of the tasks listed here, and this is the note where habits would be listed every day. Okay, so I have to just strike it down. Seeing this seeing this whole day, the progress was okay because out of all the tasks I have listed, I have completed 80% of those. And for when it comes to the habits, I acknowledge that I'm supposed to do 30 minutes of meditation every single day. So I missed just 25 minutes of the meditation, just did only 5 minutes. That is very pathetic. And did some little bit of doom scrolling today, but not that much. So, but it happened. And sleeping by 9 o'clock is not going to happen today because I'm just recording this video by 9:46. So, the mobile part is under control, that I can say, but I have to work on my meditation and the sleep. So the meditation part, you guys know that I set 6 alarms that is evenly distributed throughout the day, covering 5 minutes of meditation every single time. So have to focus on that one. So rest all are green, the habits are going good, and most important point here is this is the second day I've avoided smoking. I feel amazing. I went for a jog. It was great. So, sometimes I could easily connect. When I feel so bad earlier, like 2 days back, 1 week back, I feel like going out, sharing the thoughts with my brother or somebody close to me or by myself, venting out all the problems by just smoking. Man, I'll tell you one thing. After work, after all my classes, I used to head back home. On the way back, I'll be like, okay, man, today I'm not going to smoke as any cigarette. Then the moment I cross the usual spots, I'll be like, okay, come on, man, let's just take one smoke. And I stop, and after smoking, I feel so terrible. Earlier, when I'm planning to go home, straight away I'll be like so energized. I'll be like, okay, man, today is my day. I'm going to nail each and every single task. But the moment after I smoke, I'll be like, oh, come on. It brings us down, and our body is well aware of that, but it's our ignorance, that makes us to make that terrible smoking a habit. But anyhow, 2 days have passed and I feel so great. People may even think, oh, it's only 2 days, man, let's see, like 10 days later or 20 days later. Man, I'm so sure, I'm so confident about this. I'm going to make this happen because again, today, few minutes back, I had a call with one of my students. You have heard coaches or gurus inspiring students. Man, that person is inspiring me a lot. My student is inspiring me a lot. She's one of the reasons why I'm doing this podcast. So this is day 2, huh? I will just I should add a marker here. Maybe at the end of the journey, maybe at 100, at the day 100, I can honor that student by mentioning her name. Man, I'll tell you one thing. In order to get, such a student, I consider myself to be blessed. She is again one of the reason for me to get back on track, because she deserves better. I have to get strong physically, mentally, and on every aspect possible to guide her, to help her to reach her goal. She's my student and it's my responsibility. So she's one of the reasons, for me to do this. And apart from that, I would like to share some more experience with you. Today I did only 5 minutes of meditation, but I have learned one thing, one amazing moment there. Usually I used to say to my students that, close your eyes, just pretend that you are sitting in a riverbank and a strong current is running. Just observe the current. Don't try to jump in at any instance, because the current will drag you somewhere. The current is the thoughts that I have referred. But today I've experienced one thing during my 5 minutes meditation, that is, people just say that only focus on your breath. I did only that, and at one point of time I was letting go of all my thoughts, let the thoughts flow. I was doing that, but it was okay experience. But when I focused my channelized all my focus on to my breath, and only focusing on inhaling and exhaling, man, I'll tell you, I made it to a zone where I felt no thoughts. It was empty and it was bliss. It was amazing. That is the state I think we deserve to spend some time, in. Because throughout the day, constantly bombarded by information and all the nonsense, worries, thoughts, and all those things. Living in the past, living in the future, all those time frames, but not living in the present, man. The moment now is the moment we can really enjoy. Once it is past, it's just a memory. It's just past. Again, thinking about the past and worrying is not going to make any difference. So the only thing that we have control is at the present. So that's why being present in the present is much important, because that is going to make a huge influence in your future. So not only yours, me and everybody else. So let us try to be mindful and be present at the moment and do what we can do to make a bright future. And the second important point I realized is solitude. So this word could be alien for many people, because now intentionally being alone and reflecting and thinking is very rare nowadays. Because the moment we feel a little bit of boredom, we think that as if we are committing a sin. Oh, come on, man, how I can be bored? I have to do this or that, or okay, let me just kill some time through this, that, and all the nonsense. But I'll tell you, man, in James Cameron's Avatar 3, I think, Jake's kid used to say that, my dad overcomes his hardships or his sadness by being busy. I'll tell you, sometimes people say, be busy. Yeah. But sometimes, have you thought like this? If we are so busy, occupied, like many things, and there is some core issue that has to be fixed, that has to be worked upon. But if we being busy and avoiding the problems that we have to face is also a sort of escapism. Being busy and pretending to not have the problem and running away is also a form of escapism, because a problem is there. We just say that we procrastinate and we say, okay, let it be. I'm not going to deal with it right now. Let me be busy and doing the task. And the the wave will pass, but the wave is still there. The variable is still there, the problem is still there, it hasn't been figured out yet at one point of time it's gonna show up again. So what I think is, being busy is good, being doing constructive things are good, but spending some time in solitude, reflecting ourselves, thinking what we are doing, that is a very important thing that every person should do on every single day. If you don't have the luxury to do that, at least spend some time in a weekend, going out to the beach or a park, sitting with a cup of tea and coffee, no headsets, no nonsense, no distractions, just us and our thoughts. I think that should be done by everybody, including me. That could be a contemplative walk also. You can walk, but spend some time alone every day. Spending some time alone every day is going to make a difference, and I'm trying to do that. But my cups are all already full. I have 8 uh, habits to focus on, but maybe I can keep that in mind too, to write it down. But right now I have meditation, so I think I'm good, but have to do that reflection also. And I want you to know that I'm also reading another book. Reading is also a part of the routine. I'm reading about extreme ownership, written by some Navy SEALs. Those guys are like badass people. I have, hearing their stories and reading about them, reading the text they have written, it's so inspiring, man. Sometimes I think people who constantly victimizes themselves and things like, oh my god, why you made me this, endure this, and I'm going through this because of you and all those pointing weaklings. I think everybody should read that, because it gives a total different shift of perspective, man, trust me. And it works, it does a wonderful job. you know Being a man, I would simply say, being a person, a man, a female, or let it be anybody, I think we all should take some leadership. We can't say like, oh, come on, lead me. It's your job, not mine. We can't say that. We should be leaders at some point of time, taking ownership of ownership of our own life. Responsibility. That's leadership, man. So when shit goes down, when things goes bad, being a leader, being a person, average person, what everybody does is everybody starts to point fingers, showing that, oh, this is why this, I'm going through this because of this person, I'm going through this because of the terrible time, I'm going through this because of this economic collapse. But I'll tell you one thing, mate. Reading Extreme Ownership will change your perspective to take absolute ownership about your life. No matter whether you are a team lead, or you are a a leader of your family, friends, or a basketball team leader, or anybody, or a leader as an individual. If something goes wrong, taking absolute responsibility for that is the most amazing quality of a leader. Say a basketball team loses a game because of a specific two individual. What everybody says, like, oh, because of these two fellows we lost the game. But you know what, because of the leader, the team lost the game. That's the mindset the leader should have. Should take absolute responsibility of the game. It's because it's his men. Because of his men, he lost. Who is supposed to cover their back, and who is supposed to bring them up, level them up, and make them strong and tough to handle that? Or it's about the team's welfare, right? Who should have taken the tough choices? The leader, right? I'm not saying like I'm just blaming the leader. I'm saying I would like to be the leader. So all the people who are seeing this, if you are feeling today that, oh man, I'm going through this because of that, just Put your finger down. Let's take responsibility for ourselves and for our life and for the people around us. How long are we going to run from our responsibilities? The time is now. Let's stop and turn back and face what all things that's making us, run away. We'll face that. It could be a failure. We'll fall down and we'll just try to get up again and fight hard. It's not about just motivating, like pumping up you. It's the reality, man. That's how I want to be. If you really want to make a change about yourself, stop being a follower, start being a leader. Take responsibility of your own life and for the people around you. That is going to make a difference. If I can do that, you can do that. If you can do that, your friend, your family, everybody can do that. Let's propagate this energy and let's let this energy spread across the community. Let us do something worthwhile, worthy, that makes us feel like, oh yeah, I'm leading a purposeful life. So I think that's it. This is my day second vlog. So have to improve the sleep. I'll tell this to everybody. Sleep is very important. Don't overlook that. Sleep is the core of this, not only this journey, to everything. So I have to overcome that. That is my top priority. But if you are also going through this sleep deprived state, try to fix that as soon as possible, because that is important. See you folks, Fortis at Liber.